on your side. From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
Day 2 of Masters practice rounds in the books, and the sun peaked out this afternoon to make for a gorgeous day on the course. Only one more day of practice, though, before the strokes start to count.
Plus, music lovers and golf lovers unite. Another favorite tradition, Wrdw, is back. But first up, it looks like the folks heading to the course tomorrow will need to grab the sunscreen, Riley, because we're going to begin a real roller coaster weather pattern.
I'm nervous, Riley. Tell us more.
Yeah, coming up in just about 10 minutes.
A tradition unlike any other, the annual Champions Dinner, and tonight some of the greatest golfers to ever walk the face of the earth came together to eat shrimp and sliders. The menu for this feast is inspired by reigning Masters champ Scotty Scheffler. To honor the Texas Longhorn, cheeseburger sliders, firecracker shrimp, tortilla soup, Texas ribeye steak, blackened redfish, and last but certainly not least, warm chocolate chip skillet cookies. I apologize to anyone who's watching this hungry. So many memories, so much talent, all of that knowledge and history in one room. I know I'm not the only one who would love to be a fly on the wall just to hear some of these amazing stories shared by these legendary golfers. And especially this year, as the LIV and PGA Tour golfers are under the same roof for the first time in a long time. Three-time Masters champ Nick Faldo joked they'll be serving dinner with plastic knives and forks just in case. There are 6 LIV golfers competing in the 87th Masters who are Masters champions. Bubba Watson is one of them, and earlier he answered a question about the need for LIV golf to make money in 5 years or else disappear.
You started with the question with what? It's a rumor?
Yeah, I mean...
So, you're asking me about a rumor. I've never heard that.
Okay.
I've never heard it.
Okay.
And that means if they shut down, I guess I'll just retire, you know? It's all good with me. I've been blessed, man.
One of the favorites coming into this Masters tournament, who's still searching for a green jacket, is Rory. Winning the Masters is the final major Rory needs to complete the career Grand Slam, and many patrons who we spoke with today say that this could be his year. But they're not the only one. Tiger is behind him 100%, and the 5-time Masters champ thinks Rory's time to shine will come sooner rather than later.
He's been there. Last year he made a great run, put himself there, but I think that it's just a matter of time, whether it's this year or next or whenever it comes. He will get it done, and he will have the career Grand Slam. It's just that, what year it'll be, it will definitely happen.
Tomorrow is Masters Wednesday, one of the patron favorites at Augusta National, where golfers get to let their hair down for a little bit and enjoy a day with family and friends in the par 3 tournament. These are some of the photos from last year's event. We're hoping to see a lot of hole-in-ones, and luckily it seems like the weather is holding out for tomorrow.
To see that remodeled par 3 course,
Yeah,
too. They've done a lot of changes on that side of the golf course.
Such a fun day, too. Glad it's not going to be rain out.
It is a good one. Dan, thank you for that. Another Masters tradition this week is the Wrdw concert. Seems to get bigger every year.
A great time for a great cause benefiting the first tee of Augusta. Our Taylor Martin is in Evans as that concert wraps up.
Lights, music, and plenty of fun. It's the energy surrounding the Wrdw concert benefiting First Tee and bringing fun for first-timers and those who've been here before.
We're super excited. Yeah, we're on our spring break.
A Masters Week tradition bringing people from the Augusta area and those from out of town together, all for the love of music and golf. And many out here happy to be supporting a good cause.
First Tee offers such great opportunities to young people getting involved in the great sport of golf. We've been playing since we were kids. We played at a couple of the first Wrdw concerts, so it's an honor to be back doing the good work that they do.
Sprinkled in the audience were big fans waiting to see tonight's headliner.
I love Riley Green's music, so I'm a big fan of him.
Riley Green's one of my favorites, so it was my son's favorite. That's one reason we came.
Cody Webb, voice of Harold, Sister Hazel, and of course, Riley Green.
Well, I've played Georgia for years and years. I've always loved coming down this way around Augusta, and this is probably one of the bigger venues I've played down here. It's been a while since I've been down this way, so it's fun to get in front of country music fans.
And there's a purpose in all of the fun. Mark Bryan says it's the community and the cause that really matter most.
You hope they feel a sense of community from being involved with something like this. It feels nice when you live somewhere
that there are events like this that are raising money for charity.
Such a star-studded event. We are so lucky to have it each year, and all the proceeds from tonight go to First Tee. So if you weren't able to attend, you can still donate. We'll have all the information to do that on our website.
Also tonight, former President Trump vigorously defending himself this evening after being charged with more than 30 felonies.
They did not take his mugshot, but he was fingerprinted. Christian Benavidez is outside Mar-a-Lago with details on the historic charges and Trump's response.
Former President Donald Trump railed against Manhattan prosecutors during an event at his Mar-a-Lago estate Tuesday night.
This fake case was brought only to interfere with the upcoming 2024 election, and it should be dropped immediately.
Trump showed little emotion earlier in the day as he walked into a Manhattan courtroom where he pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records.
They set up shell companies.
District Attorney Alvin Bragg alleges Trump concealed hush money payments to 3 individuals threatening to reveal negative information about him during the 2016 election. $30,000 to cover up a story about a child he had out of wedlock, and more than $100,000 to 2 separate women claiming sexual relationships.
Catch and kill scheme. That is a scheme to buy and suppress negative information to help Mr. Trump's chance of winning the election.
Trump's lawyers say they'll file a motion to dismiss the case. The next hearing isn't scheduled until December.
He's upset, but I'll tell you what, he's motivated.
CBS News legal analyst Jessica Levinson says the 34 counts come from 11 different payments.
The invoice, the ledger, and the check. Now, why do we have 34, not 33? Because I believe for one of the hush money payments, there's 2 ledger entries.
The judge did not impose a gag order, but did ask the defense team to remind Trump to refrain from making statements that could incite violence.
Trump is the first former president to face criminal charges.
Also tonight, the South Carolina Highway Patrol says one person has died after a fatal collision from March. The accident involving 2 cars happened back on March the 12th near Hammond Road, just 5 miles out of North Augusta. Both drivers injured, but SCHP says the driver of that second car, Sandra Trull, died Monday. There was a wreath laying at the King Center in Atlanta today, marking the 55th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Members of the extended King family placing that wreath of flowers at his gravesite. Dr. Bernice King, the youngest daughter of MLK, said as she gets older, she gets even more emotional about the anniversary of her father's death. She said although her father's not physically with us, he lives on through his family and through the King Center.
Renovations to North Augusta's Gateway now several months behind schedule. Last March, Palmetto Peach Development announced their project to breathe new life into the area by bringing in new restaurants, shops, and businesses. The first phase of that revival focused on the old roller rink and carpet shop right in the heart of downtown. It was predicted to be complete by Masters Week of this year. And as you can see, it is definitely not complete, but the developers say phase 1 should be complete by this holiday season.
Across the South today, workers going on strike demanding better conditions and safety standards. This is video out of Columbia, South Carolina, where Union of Southern Workers says they've had members injured on the job at a Ryder warehouse, and OSHA has ignored their concerns.
We need for OSHA to, do their job and come, regularly inspect our warehouses, whether it be Ryder or whatever other warehouses there is. It's a very stressful job, and it's unsafe. It's a lot of safety hazards in there.
And there were some other protests across South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia this afternoon.
In downtown Aiken earlier today, the city held its annual Aiken Art Walk. The event brings together artists, locals, and tourists in town for Masters Week. News 12 spoke with one woman who says the art walk is a great way to enjoy Aiken.
My brother-in-law is playing in a dulcimer group, and my sister is here, and we're here to see Aiken and the art walk and enjoy the beautiful weather.
And about 40 artists and different groups participated in this, and a lot of the shops were open late downtown. So really nice night, nice weather to to enjoy downtown Aiken.
Perfect evening for that. Party on the Green, the community dance party and a golf week tradition, returns for the second year tomorrow. This is video from previous years, but they're expecting music for all ages, performances by community dance groups, a DJ mashup. It's going from 5 to 9. It is free, taking place at the intersection of Windsor Spring and Tobacco Road near Windsor Plaza.
And this Saturday is the major rager, but since there could be rain, they've moved that event to the Imperial Theater. So heads up, tickets are still available for purchase. Doors open at 6, but the show kicks off at 7. But again, instead of the amphitheater down in North Augusta, the Sharon Jones Amphitheater, they are moving that to the Imperial Theater.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Absolutely, guys. We are looking at higher rain chances heading into the weekend and potentially even seeing some of that rain show up as early as Thursday. We'll have that full forecast just after the break. At some point Friday and Saturday, but hopefully we'll be able to get that final round in with just a few morning showers. And then, of course, next week, Monday and Tuesday, we're back to nice spring-like weather with highs in the 70s and dry.
Riley, thanks. Coming up, they're the ones who rushed in to face the danger and save lives. Those first officers responding to the school shooting in Nashville, speaking out now for the first time.
And as we head to break, a live look at Philadelphia and your winning lottery numbers.
You're my new extra reliable, super fast internet. Stream a movie. Order us a pizza. Wow, good internet.
Internet 100 is just $19.99 a month. Let's get a free streaming device while supplies last.
Wow. For the first time, we're hearing from those heroic police officers who responded to that deadly school shooting last week at a Christian school in Nashville.
Katie Park has the details.
These are the first responding officers who charged into the Covenant School in Nashville to stop a killer, firing more than 150 rounds.
I couldn't get to it fast enough.
Not knowing what I was walking into, I went through that door with purpose.
Within minutes of arrival, they described the urgency to save lives.
Saw shell casings on the ground, bullet holes on the door, so I immediately made entry.
Officers Rex Engelbert and Michael Colazzo ended the bloodshed that took the lives of 6 innocent victims. Their body cameras giving us a glimpse of how they jumped into action.
Once we started hearing the first shots, that's when everything kind of kicked into overdrive for us. We had to push past the victim because we continue to hear more shots being fired.
Their quick response called heroic as they put their own lives on the line without any hesitation.
They were so in tune to trying to get in and take this threat down that they didn't think about their own safety.
Nashville police still have not released a motive in the shooting, but authorities say the attack had been planned for months, and the suspect considered the actions of other mass murderers. A search warrant at the assailant's Nashville home uncovered a trove of clues, including shotguns, ammunition, journals, yearbooks from the Covenant School where Audrey Hale was a former student, and a suicide note. As the investigation presses on, a renewed passion to protect.
Me personally, I took an oath on June 4th of 2012 to serve and protect this community. My family sometimes comes second. It has to.
Meanwhile, tonight, this heartbroken community still struggling to make sense of this tragedy.
Just chilling sound, and you remember what they have to do every day is they put on that badge. An 81-year-old man is in jail with no bond after being charged with the killing of his wife and daughter with an axe. Reginald McLaren called 911 reporting the deaths of his wife, Bethany McLaren, and his daughter, Ruth. When detectives got to the scene, they found their bodies in trash cans, along with a large axe in a closet and a handsaw near the trash. Police say McLaren told them he planned the attack after losing his job about 10 days prior. His reason was, quote, so they would not be homeless. McLaren was formally charged on Monday morning with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of tampering with a human body, and false reporting to police.
A man seen carrying a rifle escorted out of a Walmart in Indiana. Police say the man walked in the store Sunday with a gun over his shoulder. Walmart has a no guns inside the store policy, but by the time store employees asked him to leave, police were already there on the scene. The man ended up leaving without an issue. And Indiana has an open carry law, which means he was not breaking any law. They returned the gun to him once he was outside the store.
4 companies have joined together to sue Twitter for allegedly not paying tens of thousands of dollars in overdue bills. The class action lawsuit filed today. That outstanding bill amount ranges from $40,000 to $140,000. According to the lawsuit, this adds to the growing list of legal actions Twitter is facing since Elon Musk bought it last year. At least one landlord claims Twitter has missed rent payments, and a private jet company is suing for unpaid bills for executive flights.
It was an urn with her child's ashes. Why would two hospital workers in Georgia want to steal that? We'll get the story coming up from Marietta when we come back.
Hudson Lexus Acura Infinity.
Two former hospital workers in Georgia facing charges now after allegedly stealing an urn with someone's ashes while they were at work. The patient had a teddy bear stuffed with an urn that contained her daughter's ashes. It was with her at the Kennestone Hospital for emotional support in Marietta. So at some point, the mother noticed the bear was missing. Hospital staff found the bear inside a trash can. The urn was gone. After an investigation, two workers are accused of stealing the urn and dumping the ashes.
Feeling very peaceful right now. I feel like a bunch of stuff came off my shoulders knowing that they was arrested.
Wellstar Health System, the hospital's parent company, said those individuals involved no longer work for the company.
The man who admitted to kidnapping, raping, and killing a teenage girl while on vacation in Myrtle Beach has yet to respond to the wrongful death lawsuit filed against him. The mother of Brittany Drexel filed a lawsuit against Raymond Moody in January for intentional infliction of emotional distress.
New documents files show that Moody was severed the paperwork in February and had until March 23rd to respond. Since he's not responded, the judge says Moody is not contesting anything that was alleged in the wrongful death lawsuit. The Chatham County Police Department confirming remains found on the banks of the Savannah River down near Savannah belong to a missing North Carolina woman. Casey Lee Johnson reported missing in January in Wilmington, North Carolina, and after she went missing, a person of interest was arrested in Myrtle Beach. William Hicks had apparently met Johnson on social media. Investigators say he threatened her with a hammer and kidnapped her. Hicks now facing charges of kidnapping, first-degree murder, robbery, and kidnapping.
In Spartanburg County, the authorities say a 5-month investigation into the death of a young boy has led to the arrest of 2 people. Back in October, deputies responded to a home of an unresponsive 6-year-old. The boy's guardians told officials he fell, hit his head, and suffered a seizure. But a toxicology report revealed he died from an overdose of Benadryl. Deputies say both Christopher Stewart and Sarah Stewart are charged with neglect of a child. Sarah's also been charged with homicide by child.
A South Carolina family remembering a U.S.
And Associates.
You know, spicy foods are hot right now in
They're
a lot
all
of ways. That's why Heinz is spicing up its sauces, adding new hot pepper ketchup flavors. The new flavors are, you ready? Chipotle, jalapeno, habanero.
Those all sound hot. There's also a new hot Heinz 57 sauce. Heinz says nearly half of millennials and Gen Z shoppers buy spicy sauces regularly, and they're actively looking for a variety of flavor options. I can confirm this is true because
Okay.
I'm a millennial and I'm actively looking
Always searching it out,
for
huh?
spicy sauce options.
I like the 57 the way it is, but I think I would try the hot 57.
But have you tried the spicy Zax sauce?
No.
Because you are
I
a
like,
Zax,
you know I am.
Zax sauce
I
connoisseur, and
do.
I'm telling you, the spicy is the way it was meant to be.
Oh, yeah,
Spicy Zax
absolutely.
sauce. Have you had
Big,
it?
I've had the spicy Zax sauce. I'm a big fan of hot sauce. Y'all ever watch Hot Ones on YouTube?
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
fun show, and those hot sauces, those are on a different
See,
level.
I don't
Those are
wanna
like
be
ones you
like-
cannot buy in a store regularly.
I don't want painful hot
Yeah.
sauce.
No.
See, I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of like
You're
a workout.
masochist.
Fun
And it's like you do it, and it's like you feel like you've been through a workout. You're
No.
sweating, and you just feel
You're
like
sweating.
cleansed.
That's not how I
Oh,
want my
man.
food.
That
I
is-
want it like flavorful and
Yes.
spicy.
You know, and to your point, having that with fries, having that with, tater tots, whatever, it adds an extra kick, and that extra kick just
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not
moves
trying to add a
everything
workout
together.
with my tater tots. Riley's over here on
It's an
another level.
experience. Like it's an
If your heart's racing, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Why run a marathon? Just eat this habanero
All right.
chili
Listen,
pepper.
tomorrow tomorrow is going to be a
Oh, yeah.
sunscreen day at Augusta National. After that, it gets crazy.
It does. It is going to be a very active forecast, and I think